Alrighty. Welcome to the Logan Mason ROSC. Oh my gosh, Jeanette, you got people with you. What's up? Um, and I lost my Zoom because I started to share.
Got people around that they ain't here, but they're kind of here listening anyway. So,
I like it's all
yeah,
good.
we decided to be outside on the patio and do Ross, baby.
Hey, it's nice out. Welcome to the Logan Mason ROSC. Ignore the date because I didn't change it. Um, So today, is very similar to what we talked about last month. It's what's the ROSC introductions, and we'll talk about previous events, cards and flyers, harm reduction resources, some updates with the reframing recovery materials, and some upcoming trainings and events. Just as a reminder, we kind of talk about, just for those who are new, what is a ROSC? So a ROSC is a coordinated network of community-based services and supports that is person-centered and builds on the strengths and resilience of individuals, families, and communities to experience recovery and improved health, wellness, and quality of life for those with or at risk of substance use and or mental health challenges. The central focus of a ROSC is to create an infrastructure or systems of care with resources to effectively address the full range of substance use and or mental health challenges within communities. So what does that mean for Logan Mason? So the Logan Mason recovery-oriented systems of care mission statement is improving access to health, wellness, and holistic recovery options for people who are at risk of or suffering from substance use disorders while educating and connecting. Um, I started looking at a different screen. Sorry. Um, or suffering from substance use disorder while educating and connecting Logan and Mason counties to reduce stigma and improve recovery outcomes. So we are going to um, introduce ourselves. So we are going to do our name, our agency, and then tell everybody what your favorite spring activity is. Or I guess actually, let's do what you're excited about for the summer because we're gearing up towards summer. So I will go. So my name's Grace Irvin. I'm a prevention coordinator here at Chestnut Health Systems. I oversee the Logan Mason ROSC, the Logan Mason Substance Use Prevention Grant, the base grant Build, Amplify, Support, and Empower, and I also support the Livingston ROSC. So what I am looking forward to in the summer is all the free summer concerts that happen in Bloomington Normal. They happen mostly on the weekends, but it's a good time to hear some really good music. So I'm excited for that. So we'll go with Dominic, Tyler, then Molly.
Hi guys, I work alongside Grace and Tyler at Chestnut Health Systems on the Logan Mason Substance Use Prevention Grant. I'm looking forward to having long walks with my dog when it's nice outside.
Thank you, Dominic.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tyler, a prevention specialist working alongside Grace and Dominic on the Substance Use Prevention Services grant, and we service Logan and Mason County. And I'm looking forward to making a trip to Europe. I'm going to Germany at the beginning of June till the midway through June, and I've never been to another continent, so it's going to be a little terrifying, but I'm excited too.
That's so fun. I'm excited to hear all about it. Thanks for being here.
Eat all the good food while you're there. Molly McCain, Community Health Consultant at Lincoln Memorial Hospital. I'm looking forward to all of the summer fruits, getting all the things at the farmers market, um, and just all the activities that come with summer. So
Thank you, Molly. And again, I didn't say this beforehand, but if you do not want to introduce yourself, you do not have to. We can skip and you can just say skip and you are not forced to let us know who you are. So no worries. So we'll go with Danny, then Samantha, and then Jeanette.
All right, I'm Danny Hernan, a community health worker for SIU Family Medicine in Lincoln, and I'm most looking forward to going swimming and all the fresh produce at the farmers markets.
That sounds amazing, Danny. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Samantha Brown with Fifth Street Renaissance in Springfield. I'm part of the Community Outreach and Recovery Support Grant. Um, I'm just excited to be back outside and like maybe for the rain to stop so it's not a muddy mess. So my floors aren't filthy from my dogs and everybody tracking everything in. And I could actually enjoy it instead of cleaning up after it.
That I understand. I am fully there with you. All right, Jeanette.
So good. All right, I'm gonna let my girl over here go first. Hi, I'm Amber. Um, what am I like? You're like, what brings you here?
What brings me here, my sobriety and the help through the community with all of the things. And what I'm looking forward to this summer, spending a lot more time with my child and hopefully getting my own place and getting it all set up so my baby can come home.
Hey.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Like in real time, y'all. What's crazy is that literally is happening like in real time. Legit. It's amazing. So anyway, my name is Jeanette Davis. I have the privilege to serve as a community engagement specialist for Memorial Behavioral Health. And I look forward to being by a body of water. Yes, I am interested. I tell people close to me I do a lot of things well, but heat, right? Heat is not one. And so I know it's about to come. And so therefore I'm manifesting to be near water so that I can handle any humidity or craziness that comes this way. But yes, we plan to get passes to the pool. And this is
My name's Stormy Leslie. I'm currently on drug court and trying to better my life, and I just want to come up with ideas for events for this summer. I like to create things to have fun in recovery because it's a lot much funner when we do fun events than just sitting around dwelling on different things. So that's basically why I'm here.
Thank you. It's so nice to meet you guys. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it. So it's Amber and Stormy, right?
Yes,
And it was great to meet you the other day, Stormy.
you too.
Thank you for being here. So, Joanna, we are just introducing ourselves, so you haven't missed anything. So no worries, but I'll make you go last so you don't have to do it yet. So we still have a couple other people. Um, so we're just doing our name, our agency and affiliation, or why we're, coming here, and then what we're looking forward to in the summer. So we'll go Cami, and then Kim, and then Joanna.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cami Garrison. I'm the technical assistant with Region 3. And my favorite thing about summer is filling up my pool, which I'm doing right now in my backyard. And I'm a water bug, so I lay out in my pool every day during my lunch hour, weather permitting.
I love it. Thank you, Cami.
Am I next?
Yes.
Kim Turner, Logan County Probation, Help on Fifth, and I love the hot summer sun and being out in it, and sitting by the water. So that's what I'm looking forward to. It can only get hotter for me right now.
That is so true. Thank you, Kim.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see Jeanette's face. But really nice to see you all. Joanna Gonzalez, ROSC coordinator for the Illinois Department of Human Services, Division of Behavioral Health and Recovery. That is really long. But anyways, things that I look forward to in the summer. I wish I had a pool. So if I did have a pool, I would be on Cami's thing all day, every day. But since I don't, I really do look forward to I have a 5-year-old daughter and I take her to these really cool places that I used to go there when I was a little girl. There's this really cool place called Santa's Village around here. And I mean, when I tell you guys, I take her there telling her that it's for her, but it's like secretly for me. But yeah, so anyways, I find cool things that I really, really enjoy that are kids stuff that I could do with her, and we both get to enjoy it. So
I love it. Thank you, Joanna. All right, so we are gonna move on. Thank you, everyone. I love hearing what everyone is doing for the summer. I also am very excited for swimming and the weather getting warmer. I don't have a pool, so I'm with you, Joanna. Um, I would I would definitely join you to that adventure though. All right. Need to move your faces so I can read my notes. All right, so previous events that have happened. So the t April 23rd, I was a part of the trifecta training with the Livingston ROSC. So we had 37 people attend, and we had 7 unique sectors that were reached. 4.75 out of 5 stars was the overall rating of the training with Mark Sanders. It was a great training. We had a great turnout. It was really awesome. The majority agreed that it was irrelevant to their work. The presenter was engaging and knowledgeable. Majority shared that they gained useful knowledge and the skills that they can apply their training to their work, and that it met their expectations. Some feedback, some quotes was Mark is a dynamic speaker. They appreciate Mark's experience and examples, and it's really cool to have this locally. It was really awesome to be able to get Mark Sanders in Pontiac, Illinois. He's an amazing speaker. He's awesome. So anytime we can get Mark Sanders out here, we 100% will. So I will keep sharing trainings like that with you guys as much as I can. So. And then I also participated in the Illinois Alliance for Drug Endangered Children Conference. So we had 54 people originally registered and 4 didn't show up. But we had 16 Alliance members that did attend. And so it was a total of 66 people that were there. The rating of the knowledge, as you can see from the content prior to afterwards, there was a definite um, content material learned, which was really awesome. So definitely made a difference, which is absolutely what we wanted to see and wanted to know. It had a 4.68 out of 5 stars for the overall rating of how it was useful to their work. 4.67 out of 5 stars for overall rating of the training was valuable and encouraging. Overall positive feedback from the conference. It was really informative and good opportunity to connect. They thought the conference was educational and resourceful. A great day. Thanks for a reminder of what is my why. I thought that was a really important one to point out. So they also asked for suggestions for future topics for a future conference. Harm reduction, that was me. I suggested that. But I also thought it was funny that when I was reading these comments that mine were the first ones. So my survey was the first one that Abby was going through, which I thought was funny. Because I could tell which ones were my answers. But uh and then what communities can do, ideas for community members to take home and give others to start themselves. How do we fill the gaps in community to prevent and support DEC or drug endangered children? I would love to hear more about what was helpful for adults with kids struggling with addiction as a provider talking to families, more family-centered recovery information, which I thought was really cool. And then more breakout groups, more discussion on stigma and recovery process. So, I thought that was very informative and thought you guys all should know. So if the next Drug Endangered Children Conference comes up, I will definitely share that information. I think that the information is relevant to everyone that comes to the ROSC, to the Logan Mason ROSC. So I think everyone would benefit for going to these conferences because I think the information there was really powerful. Again, we do have updated recovery meeting cards. I have a bunch in my car. So I've been going around anytime I'm in the community. I've been dropping them off at different locations. I've been actually placing them at gas stations. So the business cards, so I'm taking like business card holders and asking them if they can put them at the front registers. And so like 99% of them are all saying yes. And then some of them say, well, they'll have to ask. And I'm like, cool, you know, do what you want with them, you know, I don't really care. So most of them I think are keeping them and putting them at the front of the registers is really awesome. And I stole that idea from Samantha Martini because I saw hers in San Joe's with her family guidance. And I was like, oh, that is a genius idea. So just trying to think of some more ideas to get those out to the community more. So it's been going good. And then I went around Lincoln and I started stopping into the gambling establishments, which was an interesting experience because um they all were like really shocked with me coming in and asking. And then they all were like, oh, I need to ask my supervisor. And I was like, oh, that's okay. Like, no biggie. And I was like, I'll just leave, you know, a stack of the big cards and a stack of the business cards there. And then you guys can do whatever you want with them past that. And then the last lady I talked to, she was like, oh, I don't even know the owner of this business. Like, I'll just put them out. Like, I've never met them. And I've worked here for years. And I was like, that's hilarious. I was like, everyone told me that they need to meet the owner or ask the owner. And she's like, yeah, I don't think any of them know them. And I was like, that's funny. But I had good conversations because I also walked into a couple of the bars to pass out cards to. So that was really awesome. And asked them if they had naloxone as well. And they did. And I was like, awesome. You know, if you guys needed more, hit up the Logan County Health Department and they can restock you. And if you guys wanted some test strips as well, we can try and help you guys out on getting some more of those as well. So I had some really good combos that day. So I'm going to keep going into places as I am in the community. So just thought I'd give you a little update. Again, uh, we have, I will get you some more cards, Jeanette. Oh, yeah, Spotlight, thank you. I also hopped into Wicked Greens, which is um, the marijuana store, marijuana, it's the weed store, um, the weed dispensary store. And so
Mystic, honey, it's Mystic Green.
Mystic?
Yep, Mystic.
Okay. Mystic Greens. And so I had a fantastic conversation with the owner or the manager there, and she put out the cards there as well, which was awesome. So, and she has had a really good presence in the community and has had partnered with doing fundraising for different entities in the community. So it was really awesome that she was able to take the cards and put them out front at their registers as well. So I thought that was really cool. Again, so these are some Logan County harm reduction resources. And if you guys see, there's a brand new one, which is the Elkhart Public Library. So Molly and I had a great adventure and we finally got it. In the Elkhart Public Library, we have naloxone, fentanyl, test strips, xylazine, and benzodiazepine. And I spelled xylazine twice. So, you know, they have so many xylazine test strips. Why not? Um, so it was very exciting. And then they were so adorable and they were so sweet and they posted our stinking recovery meeting cards on their Facebook page. And I was like, that is adorable. And I've shared it because it was amazing. And I love that partnership. And the lady there that was working was so sweet. And Molly was able to drop off her bags that she has, and she can kind of talk a little bit more about those later on what those are. And so we had a really good conversation, and it was really awesome to be able to finally get in and get those at there. I was able to solidify with Atlanta Public Library. They actually have the naloxone in the bathrooms, in their upstairs bathroom and downstairs bathrooms. So that was really cool that they have those as well. Um, but Family Custom Cleaners, Lincoln Health Department, Hope on Fifth, Mount Pulaski library, Logan County Jail, Logan County Courthouse, and you can go to the pharmacies if you want to pay for them, but I don't suggest it. Yes, Jeanette.
So yeah, we just wanted to knife him real quick because I love having Stormy here with us, and we're talking about all these places. One of the things that she just said to me was, out there, not everyone knows how to use Narcan and the nasal Narcan, and she's had the personal experience of if there's not compressions done, they don't breathe it in, and so it could be a little bit more. And so I just asked her, would the injectables, is that something more that, would be interested? And she was, you talk.
I just said that a lot of people aren't knowledgeable on the nasal, because if they're not breathing, then and you use that, it doesn't save their life. You have to do compressions, because if they're not breathing, then obviously you putting something up their noses, they're not getting it. So I tried to educate people on that, because I've had a couple people come to me and say, because I'm early in recovery, I'm only 40, I think 2 days clean, but yeah, so I was just out there, and multiple times I've seen people like using 4 or 5 containers of the nasal because it's not bringing them back, and it's like, man, you have to make sure they breathe it in, you know what I mean? So I was just saying that maybe we should get some of the other ones out there too, just because the people that aren't knowledgeable or don't understand or have not had, because like none of us have had classes on this, you know what I mean? I didn't know what to do the first time I had to experience that with somebody, and I've just learned throughout. But even like if we post something on like for example, the laundromat here, if you post something stating how to use it on a piece of paper, then they'll read it as they're getting it out. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't read the box, and then they don't understand, and then you can't save lives. So that's all I was saying. Yeah.
That's such a good point. And we would have never even considered any of that if it wasn't for you. So
Yeah.
I just need you to know how valuable you being here is. And thank you for bringing that to our attention. I do believe the vending machine, the one vending machine that we have at Custom Cleaners, does have the directions on the outside.
Okay.
Everything else, of course, it's just the box.
Right.
So you're right. Folks don't always know how to use it. We don't read directions. Yeah, we are definitely need to chew on that one, y'all.
So we have created cards that we can start putting out into the community that show how to use naloxone, and the other side is how to identify if somebody needs to use it. Yes, Kami.
So this is not a question, it's a comment. And then Joanna just said it in the chat. Stormy, thank you for that information. But you said only 42 days clean.
Mm-hmm.
Do not say only. That's minimizing a great accomplishment. You are
Yeah.
incredibly 42 days clean.
Mm-hmm.
Get it right, girl.
That's why I love you, Kami, baby. I love you. Point that out.
But I fully agree. So yes, thank you. I mean, I also agree with everything that Jeanette and Cami and Joanna are saying. But 100% Stormy, thank you. Because without anybody else's perspective, it wouldn't help know how to get this information out, right? So this is why having you here is very, very, very important. So also congratulations. Absolutely. But I think that because of having those cards, I think having those alongside with those, because we just got those made, I was hoping to be able to get those out too with the naloxone, to be able to kind of side with it. And then we're also going to get things to put naloxone in, and I was going to slip those cards in it and have like naloxone, like a carrying case for naloxone as well that would have those cards in it. So I don't know. There's ideas floating in the world, but definitely something to think about. All right. So with Mason County, we have it in all the libraries. I need to move the chat somewhere else. And then Mason County Health Department has naloxone and fentanyl test strips and All four pharmacies in the community also have naloxone, but you need to purchase it, and I highly don't advise that because you can get it in free places. But I'm just here to share that you can get those there. So just to recap, what we talked about in our last meeting. So we talked about the reframing recovery elevator pitch, and those who are gonna help with dispersing the boxes. We'll get those will be handed that pitch, so you're not like scavenging on your own and having to memorize it, so don't worry. We reviewed the goal one progress. We talked about combining social media, so I do have an update with that. So you've probably seen the awkwardness of like how both social media pages have the same name and it looks weird and it's all a thing. So in order for me to be able to potentially merge the two, they have to have the same name. They have to have the same location. They have to have the same meaning. They have to like have all the same things. And then I've been continuously fighting with Meta for like the past month, and putting in report like probably 8 reports about how there's been a glitch in the system and it won't allow me to merge because they're the same thing and I want them to do it. So, I'm giving it till June 1. And if I don't get it merged by June 1, then I'm getting so frustrated that I'm just probably just gonna bite the bullet and unfortunately delete the Mason one, but I'm gonna heads up the people that are on the Mason one and give them like a 10-day window to be able to be able to follow the Logan County one. So then that way they aren't um out of that window, but then also um I can figure out who the ones that aren't already connected either, and I might be able to message them and individually and have them be able to like and follow the Logan Mason Ross just so that they don't get lost in the process. It's not the most ideal scenario, but it's the one that will make me less frustrated. Um, so that's what's going on. Um, And then reframing recovery, quarterly training, brainstorming. We talked about that. So just some ideas. Each of our quarters, we will be, just as a recap, we'll be focusing on a different topic. And so this month is medicated assisted recovery. So we'll be doing a medicated assisted recovery training. There's more information. I'll talk about it later. And then the second quarter, and then next first quarter of the new fiscal will be harm reduction. And then second quarter, we'll be focusing on stigma, but more so around the substance use disorder side of things. And then third quarter will be stigma, but around, or second quarter will be around stigma, the socialization, and like recovery housing. So just kind of give a recap on what the ideas were of just some of them. For the harm reduction, we talked about doing success stories, so highlighting people who have had experiences using naloxone and how that has saved their lives. So kind of ramping up to Overdose Awareness Day, and highlighting some individuals on social media, in some fashion, maybe some reels, post, however that looks. And then we also talked about doing for the training itself, doing the naloxone trainings at Overdose Awareness Day, panel discussion, and also doing naloxone trainings at the recovery walks, which I love those ideas. We also talked about sharing a reel on how to use naloxone on our social medias, and then also going on WLCN to talk about naloxone and to promote the trainings. So I will put my big girl pants on and go do that and talk to Lloyd and go on the radio and we'll do it. It's not my favorite thing in the world to do, but I will so for you guys, I will totally do it. And I'll bring Jeanette.
Go spend some time with Mabel. You know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Mabel is the WLCN kitty cat, and I swear to
Oh,
goodness, she's about older than Dust, but she's still there,
oh,
and she and she meows.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it pops out of
I
the air.
love it. For stigma for the substance use disorder side of things, Naomi suggested doing her training that she had done for Bridge, which was kind of describing what substance use disorder was, and she had a really cool video that went along with it. And so I definitely probably hit her up on that one to do that as the training. And then with stigma, with socialization recovery housing, doing a living library. So that's kind of, we would be doing pop-ups at different libraries in the community and having individuals share their stories in like a short amount of time and having it so people can kind of walk up at certain times, and then that designated time is when that person would share their story, and multiple people would be doing theirs at the same time, and people could kind of walk around and choose when they and who they want to watch, and then also having someone there representing recovery housing as well. So that is what we have for the recap. So to kind of so since we did goal 1, I thought we'd just keep with the theme. So we're going to do goal 2. So by June 30th, 2026, Logan Mason ROSC will continue to increase awareness and accessibility to medicated assisted recovery services by continuing to partner with the Logan County Jail MAR Learning Collaborative meetings, creating 50 resource bags, which include materials about MAR services, education, and MAR Now resources for each county jail, and continue to update and distribute recovery meeting cards and host at least one MAR training. So what does that look like? So continue to have a presence on the Learning Collaborative, so we continue to do so. We expanded awareness and accessibility in the Mason County Jail by providing them with 50 bags in Q2, where Tristan was able to drop those off. We worked with the RA committee and individuals with people with lived experience in the communities to update the recovery cards. That are the most recent updates for 3/11/26, and those have been continuously going out to the community. Assemble 100 bags, 50 in Mason County, 50 in Logan County. So 50 of those were distributed to Mason County in Q2. 50 of those were distributed in Q1 in Logan County. So that also checks that off. And then we were delivered, those 100 bags were also both delivered to those jails. And then we continue to adjust the MAR materials for the reframing recovery as needed. Review resource bag distribution with Logan County, Mason County Jail in December and June to confirm stock and ensure MAR materials remain available in individual jails. So that's an ongoing thing as we continue to do that. Keep updated recovery cards to raise awareness, meetings, support organizations, date and times of current options. So that's continuously ongoing. As meetings change, we update the cards and then we, blast them to the community. And then plan, host, and promote at least one MAR training by June 30th. And I will have some info coming up shortly about that. But before I continue, I won't go farther. Does anyone have any questions about our goal 2 progress? Because I couldn't have done it without any of you guys, because I am not alone, because this obviously couldn't have been done alone, because I can't, put up cards by myself. I can't figure out the dates of the meeting cards by myself. I can't, distribute bags. I can't, join these meetings and things and know what's going on in the community. But before I continue, does anyone have any questions? I'm gonna take that silence as a no. So we continue. Okay. So reframing recovery MAR feedback. So as you know, this month we are doing, or this quarter we're doing MAR, which like I don't stop talking about. But our first one was like, what is MAR? Now we're talking about this month is the facts about it. So what are the gung-ho facts? So I want to know I want some feedback. So if you guys can hop on some Slido, you can scan this QR code or go to slido.com. And I want to know what your thoughts are about the social media campaign for the MAR. And if you haven't seen it, then that's okay. It's really pretty. But just want you guys to use your phone or the computer to let me know how you feel the MAR social media campaign is going. I wonder if I can see. Thanks, Joanna. All right, I'll give you guys a couple more seconds. Okay. So, what have you guys learned from the MAR Framing Recovery social media materials? Multiple paths to recovery? Can be used long term. If you haven't seen them, you can write, I have not seen them. It will not hurt my feelings. Mm. Mm-hmm. How it works with your brain to stabilize cravings. I like it. It provides accurate information. Thank you.
I'm the one who wrote the "It provides accurate information." I was going to add to that with like the myths versus facts, more so
Mm,
like the disinformation versus right, right.
mm-hmm. Thanks, Dominic.
I couldn't think how to word it. So
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. All right, we're gonna move on. So what are some topics in harm reduction you would like to focus on that you feel the community would benefit from learning about? Mm-hmm. Certain services still have a lot of stigma. I agree. I don't know why that came out weird. Maybe word cloud was the poor choice for this one. Usually it doesn't mess this up like that. Mm. Thanks, Molly. I'm gonna go. Is anyone type? No one's typing, right? I'm gonna see what happens when I go backwards and then forward. Oh, no. Well, that did not fix things. Made it worse. That's so bad. I don't know why that was, I don't know why this is worse. I don't know. You guys can keep putting things in there. Molly said in the chat, I'm not sure why this is weird, but was trying to say that people could see how many people they know who have benefited from MAR. I like that. Yeah. Because I still think that MAR is stigmatized as well. We can kind of see that with some post feedback that we're getting on our posts on social media. All right. Final thoughts. All right. So this is where I need your feedback. So jail bags are one of the things that well I'm spending some monies, but looking into wanting to be very intentional about what we put in jail bags and what would be beneficial and what information would be good to put inside of them, and then what type of bag would be the best option as well. So this is what our discussion point is going to be right now. So don't all unmute at once, but I want some feedback on what y'all feel would be some beneficial things to have in a bag, a to-go bag.
So Stormy and I were talking about, of course, in naloxone testing strips, meeting cards, any rack cards of any social agency, Salvation Army, the food pantries, the things. But we were also talking about perhaps partnering with the Family Guidance Center, who already puts together hygiene packet deals.
Hmm.
Just because working with Sheriff Rod, or excuse me, Boyd, Rod, I call him Rod, working with him, we want to just make sure that, our bags are not going to be too big and take up too much space. The bags that we had, Grace, I don't know if you remember, but they were the handled ones. And that size was perfect. He was good with that size. And so, we want
Oh,
to be
okay.
mindful that, we don't bust the bag, overflowing, but I think that could be a good partnership with those hygiene products. So, Remy, did you have something else?
That definitely hygiene would be good. I like the bag idea. That's nice.
Yeah, that's for when you're heading out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because a lot of
You,
people from experience, usually when you leave jail, if you're not going straight into a recovery place, you usually use. So I mean, if you have that stuff, it's good to have it than to not have it, because I've seen a lot of people not have it and do things they shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you
sweet.
feel like I noticed another ROSC use like drawstring bags. Do you feel like that would be a good idea?
Oh,
Like the backpack drawstring
right,
bag.
like to be able to like put it over your shoulder. Oh
yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a good idea. But again, being mindful of the size, like I don't know what
Hmm.
that size would look like in my mind, but I think well, in this too. Um, when we take them, it's in a big box. So if he takes them in that big box, I think whatever can fit in that big box, and then if we have to replace them, we just do it like that.
Hmm.
So it really don't matter. It We can really do whatever, you know, we can make it bigger is what I guess I'm just saying. If
Hmm.
we just make sure that whatever we're giving is in that box so that it fits. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, the one other thing that I heard that I found interesting, um, was one thing that folks don't have is a can opener,
I was thinking that.
you know? Um, have you ever, seen
I
this?
just went through that and I had to use a knife,
Yeah,
and it's not
no,
safe.
no.
Yeah,
So
I just
this
went
is
through
real
that.
time stuff. God, I love this. I love that we
Hmm.
get to do this. Do you hear what I'm saying? Oh my God, stop it. I'm done. Shut up.
I'm 99.9% positive my funds can't purchase a can opener. Am I right, Joanna? I'm not even gonna try it.
Yeah, we can't anything that's like a giveaway, we can't do it.
I know. So
As
we would
I'm
need to
as
partner with
I'm on
someone.
Amazon checking what they cost in bulk.
I know. We would definitely need to partner with someone who would give us some funding to be able to purchase that, but Cami was giving ideas of like Kiwanis or Elks or places like that. Rotary, I know gives out money. Um, so I don't know if we could partner with them. This definitely would be like a next fiscal year type of a dealio, so I don't have to like,
How many
you
bags
know,
are you guys doing?
I don't know, where I feel like
Like a,
purchasing in the moment.
okay.
Now we will put that on our wish list for our Hope Residents. That's a good,
One of
yeah.
the thing, one of the things that like, there's one of our Ross councils, I don't know if it's do it or pie it or, but anyways, they always have a way of, and I'm telling you, they're like very much like they ask and they just send an email to their Ross council and it's kind of like, this is what we need. And you would be you would be surprised how many people hop on these things. But even for like events, like they're like very much like, hey, we're having this event. We need 10 packs of hot dogs and you like immediately people just hop on the thing. So I don't know, maybe something to say like, hey, we're putting this together, send it to the Ross Council, and then maybe people
Yeah.
will
Good. Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've actually donated for some of these events. Like I've like sent, so just putting it out there.
Good to know. Good to know.
Is a wonderful resource here in Springfield that I just recently found out about for reentry. It's called Visions 1908. It's a second chance program. They help with all kinds of different things. I am gonna drop, give me just a second. I am dropping the website in the chat, and the lady that runs it is so wonderful. I am sure that she would love to help out in any way she can. Teresa
Oh, yeah.
Haley is her name.
Samantha,
This
I'm
looks
so glad you
awesome.
brought up Vision 1908. I'm so glad you did. I'm just learning about them also, and what I hear is they are doing some amazing things.
I heard her speak a few months ago here at the ROSC in Sangamon County, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know this resource was available. Like they're amazing. So I put
I
their
was on that
website
call,
in there.
girl. I was on that same call. Like, who? What? What? Yeah, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm glad that I remembered that for today too. So
That's awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, this would be awesome to partner with them. Thank you. Any other ideas?
Anyone that this just came in my head and I'm just being some type of way in real time. Anyone in our community, and I'm talking about a specific Lincoln area, who don't see, can't see, or won't see, are unhoused. I would love for them to come spend an hour on this patio. I would invite them to come spend and just watch. I don't understand how we have people that live in our community and can't see. And that would be a suggestion of mine.
Well, I like it. Thanks, Jeanette. All right, anybody else? Okay, well, thank you for those suggestions. I think these are awesome. And since we have 5 minutes left, I have some upcoming trainings I want to share with you guys, because there's some really important ones that I want to tell you about. Um, all right, so with we've done our first two Handle with Care webinars, which were fantastic. And then Kim Laube will be doing a pieces training, and then um a that will be May 29th at 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And then Keith Brothridge will be doing an ACEs training, Adverse Childhood Experiences, Building Resilience from on Wednesday, June 10th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So feel free to register for those. And here's our MAR training. Free MAR and recovery stigma training. This session will share evidence-based insights in medicated assisted recovery, covering its history, current methods, and the stigma impacting individuals throughout their recovery processes. Partnering with Brent Van Ham. He is a research project coordinator in the Department of Population Science and Policy at SAU Medicine. He's a nurse. He has like firsthand experience with MAR. Um, and when I first threw this out, it was funny. Joanna thought I was handing out free MAR because I didn't put the word training on it. So, words really do matter when you're putting a poster together. But I just thought it was a funny tidbit to share. But so June 12th, 2026, it will be a Zoom webinar. So share this with anybody and everybody. There are 300 spots available. Yes, like, Logan Mason counties are like the top priority, but anybody and everybody, I'll share these with all the Ross councils. So they can all share it with everybody else, but that will be from 1 to 2. And then again, we have our Mindful Miles is still going. So get those 50 miles and you'll receive your free t-shirt. I mean, who doesn't love a good free t-shirt, And if Molly, I don't know, are we still number one? We sure are still number one. We're competing. Well, we're not technically competing against all the memorial hospitals, but like we're competing against all memorial hospitals, and we're number one with all the combined mileage. So yeah. Um, dang. Wow, that's a lot of free t-shirts. Of course we're number one. We're always number one. Oh no. What am I doing? I can't touch a mouse. Okay.
Yo,
So
but
then
who's walking 485.4 miles?
that's not me. That's not
Dang.
me.
I mean, dang. I'm just saying, I'm getting my $50. I'm almost there. I ain't quite, but I'm getting my t-shirt. I'm coming.
It's an
I
hour.
know. I'm almost getting my 50. I'm almost
Yeah.
there.
My husband got his
I
already.
got I got 2.8 or 2.2 miles left. We almost there.
Free t-shirts there.
Free t-shirt. And I'm not even trying. I'm just walking. Just doing my normal life. And oh my gosh, look at that. Fancy man, Jeff McFadden. I mean, could we have asked for a better photo? The other photo he sent me was just the most hilarious thing, but I couldn't put it on a poster. Um, But we are going to have a free training on how to tell your story. So this is going to be an interactive training empowering individuals to craft and deliver their personal story in ways to feel safe, meaningful, and impactful, discover how to find their voice, organize their narrative, manage their emotions, connect authentically with any audience, build practical skills and clear communication, storytelling skills, and build confidence to share their recovery journey. This will be June 23rd from 1 to 3 at Hope on 5th. This is the first time announcing it, so this will be shared all over social media probably tomorrow, not today. But registration is not totally required. I just personally want a head count. That way I know how many people are really going to be there. But I will put a sign up sheet at Hope on 5th as well. But we will also print this out and put it up around the community as well. And then there will be a poster coming out soon. I am working with Allies Against Trafficking. On this training, it is hidden risk and drug endangered children and family human trafficking training, which will be at Lincoln Memorial Hospital. So more information to come. It's very similar to what I had done back in January and normal. But we are thinking about doing something different than a panel discussion. They have an idea, so I'm intrigued to see what that looks like. But Kim had in probate Kim Turner has put in for CEUs for probation, and so I'm working to get that going. So we have all the things approved, so I'm just fleshing out the details, and then once I have that all fleshed out and for more information will be coming out, but it'll be June 29th from 9 a.m. to noon at the hospital. Be there or be square. All right, so we have some upcoming meetings. Our deflection, we got 3 this month. It's a long month. So June 2nd and June 16th and June 30th, hybrid at Hope on 5th. Logan County Substance Use Prevention Grant is hybrid, June 11th, 9 to 10. Breakfast, 8:45 to 9 at the hospital. At Lincoln Memorial Hospital, the LMH CHC networking meeting is in person only, June 4th, 8:30 a.m., 10 a.m., and then breakfast is at 8 to 8:30. You can also eat during the meeting too. It's highly encouraged. And then HAPT, Havana Area Prevention Team, is June 2nd from 4 to 5 p.m. at the Spoon River College Havana campus. CPAC, Citizens Provide for Positive Adolescent Choices, is also hybrid. It is at the the Mason City Public Library. May 14th, 3:15. That's the incorrect date. I didn't put the right date. It's June something. Probably June 7. It's 9, 10. It'll be probably June 11th from 3:15 to 4:45-ish. Um, and sometimes we go to 5. And then Mason County Coordinating Council meeting is hybrid. It's also not the correct date either because I clearly forgot to change that. I don't know when it is. It's in July 10th, I think. I don't know. It's July something. But that's at 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. and that will be um at Spoon River College. Thank you, Jeanette. I will add. The Logan County Youth Mental Health Bright Point Coalition is only in person now. It is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Breakfast at 8:45 till 9, and that is at Lincoln Memorial Hospital. And if you would like to share our information, we are on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you need anything, please reach out to me, myself, Tristan, or Nadia. Please do. We thank you for joining us today. I hope you have a swell day and enjoy. Thank you. Have a great one.